Okay, so it's 5 a.m. now, and I'm back doing the early morning workouts. So today we're gonna do a pull day. So just having some oats now before we go. So I'll just go through my workout and I'll talk to you after.
Okay, it's early in the morning, just to crack it down. Me and my partners, we breaking brews in the forum. Mulling on niggas, we breaking bones in the paint. Umbilical cords, we cut these niggas off bait. Fucking your bitch, fucking that bitch, no fame. She sucking my dick so good she leave me with no.
So growing up, I was never really in good shape ever, to be honest with you. I played a lot of sport back in the day, but I never got in shape. I didn't really care so much. I love food too much, like bad food really. And when I was younger, like even going to the beach and stuff like that, I used to have some big pair of man boobs, like, so I used to hate taking my top off at the beach. So I'd always wear a rash vest and stuff like that. I think that's why my chest is so much bigger these days, because I used to do so much chest just to try to get rid of them. And it kind of paid off now a bit, I suppose. So I'm 24 now, and I didn't start taking the gym kind of seriously until I was about 17, I'd say. Like I played rugby the whole way up through school, and we did training through that in the gym and stuff, but I was never fit. I couldn't run, and I wasn't strong or anything like that. And then I kind of grew when I was about 17. I grew about a foot one summer, 16, 17. And I actually just stopped playing sports then and started focusing more on the gym, which I didn't really know what I was doing at all when I started. I never got any personal training at all. I only got a bit this year now off one of my buddies to help me with running, but that's been it for my whole time training. I just learned it all off YouTube. So I'd like to try help other people out, kind of starting out in the gym and learn from my mistakes really. Because when I started out, when I was 16, 17 properly, I was so unsure what to do. I didn't know the basics about food or anything like that. And I just wanted to get in shape. I was eating such bad food and I just wanted to speed this process up. But I did it so badly. So like I didn't have enough muscle on me when I started off, and I wanted to cut down. So then I got way too skinny. And then I wanted to put muscle on. So then I got too fat, and then I got too skinny. Like it was just, I was just up and down so much. And I never felt so good. I was eating way too many little calories and I wasn't putting on enough muscle. But when you're that age, like if I could go back now, I would just try put on some size and forget about cutting and bulking. And it's a lot simpler than it's made out to be. So if you just stick with these 3 things, you're gonna get in shape. And it's all about being consistent really. So the first thing is eat less carbs and more protein. So carbs are like rice, pasta, bread, and then protein is any meat really. So chicken, beef, fish, then some eggs. Like you can look up anyway to see what the protein are, but that's just the main first point. Just cut down a bit of the carbs and eat a lot more protein. The next thing is just kind of stay active. And when you're young, you're always a lot more active, I think, as when you get older, when you're not just sitting at a desk all day. I know in school, but you're still fairly active outside of school and walking, getting the bus and stuff like that. But if you can just try hit 10,000 steps a day. Every phone nowadays has the step tracker, and nearly everyone has their phone on it themselves at the whole time. So I don't even have a watch, like I just use my phone and to count my steps, and just try hit 10,000 steps a day. And I know it can be challenging at home in Ireland or in colder countries when it's wet and miserable outside, but even after your workout, just go on the treadmill or something like that, just to kind of burn off a bit of the fat. The next thing is, the biggest probably thing is just being consistent in the gym, because you're not going to see results straight away, and you want to see results straight away. And I think now with like TikTok and stuff like that, and like the way you can order food so fast, we get instant kind of gratification, so it's hard to do like a prolonged process. So just staying consistent with the gym, and like you can go to the gym for 4 weeks and see no results, and then if you give up, you won't see any results. But then maybe that 5th week you might be able to start to see some changes in your body. And just take photos every week. That was probably the biggest thing for me, is just staying consistent and just taking photos, because you don't really notice when you're looking in a mirror, but if you see the photo from one week to another, you see such a big difference. And then from one week to 1 month, it's just crazy difference, and it motivates you then because you see, okay, it's actually working. And they're just the 3 pointers that I still just live by these days, because it's just so simple at the end of the day. So just eat less carbs, eat more protein, get your steps in, and just stay consistent in the gym with some progress pics, and you're going to see results. It might take a few months, but you're going to see results at the end of the day. So I started going to the gym really to look better for women and stuff like that. But then as you go more, you kind of realize the benefits it has to make you feel better and stuff like that. And what you learn from going to the gym, like, you make progress in the gym and it's so slow and it takes a long time, and it kind of transferred into all other parts of my life really. And it really transferred for me into business and doing other things and sticking with it for a long time with no results, and then you start seeing results. So for me, it's just about building a life that you kind of want to become and want to work towards. So that's what kind of the gym does for me.
Someday I wanna wear a starry crown.
My intuition is telling me there'll be better days. Yeah. My intuition is telling me there'll be better days. I like this tone. Yeah. My intuition is telling me there'll be better days. I sit in silence and find whenever I meditate, my fears alleviate, my tears evaporate, my faith don't deviate, ideas don't have a date. But see, I'm growing and getting stronger with every breath, bringing me closer to heaven's doors with every step. As we speak, I'm at peace, no longer scared to die. Most niggas don't believe in God, and so they terrified.
So after I finish in the gym, I usually come up here just on the rooftop to do some work, or else I just stay in my room or go down to the co-working area. But I like to kind of change up where I'm working each day, so I don't kind of get sick of it and kind of bored. But because I find sometimes if I stay in my room too much, I kind of start slacking a bit. So fitness was actually the starting point for me really, without me even realizing too much. But then I kind of realized that I kind of wanted all my life to align, whether that be business, travel and fitness, because I like just being organised in every kind of thing I do. So that's what I'm kind of working on now, is just building systems and habits that's kind of like building me towards the kind of person I want to become, as kind of cliche that sounds. So I've been using Notion, and it's been just such a game changer for me to stay organised and kind of stay hitting my priorities and what I need to get done and when I need to get it done. But I haven't been as organised as I'd like it to be. So what I've been kind of doing at the moment now is refining a template, just making my own template that incorporates all I've kind of learned and what helped me in my own personal development, fitness and business. And I'm trying to get it all onto one template. And once it works and I know that it's good, I'll create a link that you can download it for free and use the template and see if it's helpful for you, and give me a bit of feedback to see if it's something that you could see using every day. That, like, at the moment now I have all my stuff all over the place, so when I get it all now kind of structured, I'll practice using it for a few weeks and just release it then, just to give back, to see if I can help people out with kind of the structure that I've been using for the last year. Like, even if I can help one person out and it helps them a bit, I'd be delighted. So yeah, that's my kind of plan for now, is just make this up and keep using it and just give back to some people. On top of that as well, I've been exploring, to be honest with you, I've been exploring a new business opportunity. It feels like every 2 weeks something new idea comes and I just give it a bit of time. And as I mentioned in the last video, I don't have any income right at the moment, but luckily I saved up enough and I made a few investments that are paying off for me, that I have the kind of opportunity to go out and try new things and see what works and see what doesn't work. That was through just hard work last year really, and putting money in the right places, luck, and a bit of luck of course. It always takes a bit of luck. But I'm working on 2 other projects at the moment. I won't mention them right now because it's very early stages, but I'm going to explore them over the next few weeks, and if a bit of motion starts happening with them, I'll let you know and kind of explain how I created, like how I started the idea and how I kind of built on the idea over time, and what kind of systems have worked for me making a business plan or like a break-even analysis and doing all this stuff and getting your you're like kind of proof of concept that you can show people, either investors or you can show mentors or anything like that. So you break out a clear outline for people. So I've kind of gotten good at doing that now over the last while, and a year ago I wouldn't have been able to tell you the first step about it. So yeah, I'll share that with you once a bit of traction starts coming with this idea, hopefully anyway. I just really missed that feeling of just building something. Like when I was in that groove last year of just building my own thing, it was the best time ever. Like, it was a lot of hard work, but I just felt when you're kind of moving, when you're pushing the ball along, it's just such a good feeling. And now I'm kind of getting that stop-start kind of motion where I get an idea, I give it a go for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I realize, okay, that's not going to work. Then I start again, and it just incorporates back to the gym that I just keep trying new things and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. It's all, I just want to get back to that stage again where I'm building, because putting all your energy into something is just such a good feeling. And it's just every morning you kind of want to wake up and just give it your all. This year is about finding the balance between patience and action, and just building a life that I'm kind of proud of and that I want to do, that I can do for a long period of time. So I'm just taking it one day at a time, kind of every day, just one day at a time. And yeah, we'll see how it goes over the next time. Alright, so I'm at the Phuket driving range. It's like 5 minutes from my house, but it's Saturday night now and I'm just chilling out just to finish off the week. But I moved here about 6 months ago now. Honestly, one of the best decisions I've made, just being surrounded by people doing the same thing, whether they be entrepreneurs or fitness or anything like that. And just being in the same environment as these people is just such a big change, and you kind of start thinking a bit different, and it's just very motivating. So this week was all about kind of building momentum really, and swapping motivation for discipline and just trying to stick at it week by week. And I know if I just keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to get some results soon, and they're not going to come straight away. And I know I keep bringing it back to the gym, but it just kind of incorporates everything in my life. And if you stick at it, you're gonna improve as time goes on. So yeah, for the next while I'm just taking it day by day, and that's all you can do, I suppose. So yeah, we're going to see how the next few weeks go, and I'll keep doing weekly uploads.
Oh, my baby's gone with the wind.